Hello everyone, this is Ron from iTech Legion. Performance and silence used to be two mutually exclusive things in the world of computing. Enthusiasts understand that systems which are high-end run at a higher temperature, and therefore the fans have to run at a higher RPM and therefore producing more noise. Those who are into HPC and silent computing, for instance, are, on the other hand, understand that most systems have to be undervolted, or most fans have to be run at a lower RPM. There are fans to be used if you want a silent computing experience. Well, there are companies who are kind of bridging the gap in between those and producing products which are targeting both users who want the performance of a high-end component and also users who want silence whenever they are running their system. So PC Power and Cooling, a division of OCZ, with their silencer series, this is now their third generation, this is the Mark III silencer series, has introduced their models which range from 400 watts to 1200 watts. Their latest introduction is a 750 watt model, you see here, and an 850 watt model based on the SuperFlower Gold and Green platform, unlike the, which are actually, I believe the 1200 watt model is also a SuperFlower platform, but the 400 and 600 watt models are using a Seasonic OEM. Well, anyway, these new silencer Mark III power supplies have the unique option of running either in a regular fashion where the fan will run and of course ramp up when the load is nearing 100%, and also the switch at the back allows the option to run at completely silent mode under 50% load, meaning it will not ramp up at all when you're not loading it close to the half of 750 watt or half of 850 watt. Well, anyway, let's take a look at what's inside this box and see what we can find inside. Inside you'll find the instruction manual. It is multilingual in German, Spanish, French, Italian, Russian, Japanese, and Chinese. You have the there's a message here from OCZ, or PC Power and Cooling, and of course the menu itself. And let me just remove the modular cables here inside a bag. Just move this aside for a bit, and you have the power cable attached to the wall, and also inside this you get some cable management ties for your case. There are 5 in total, and the looks like thumb screws for easily installing your power supply inside your case. And let's see the main unit itself. And here we have the silencer Mark III completely out of the packaging, and the first thing we see is the large 140mm fan in the middle. Now the silencer Mark III is unique in that it has 2 hybrid fan mode options. You can see a switch here in the rear. This is actually not related to power but for the fan control switch. This switch on the right means that it is in silent mode, meaning it will only operate once it reaches 50% load, or near that, the fan that is. It will be completely motionless when it's under that load, and it will start to move when it reaches close to 50% load. And the normal operating mode, here on the left side, basically runs at half the RPM. I believe the total RPM is about 1500 RPM, so it will run around 850 RPM. Still fairly quiet, but it will run continuously as a regular fan would on a power supply. And also here at the back you can see the honeycomb mesh for ventilation and the power switch. And let's see, here on the left side you get the silencer Mark III 750 watt logo here, and same with the right side. And at the bottom you get, of course, the breakdown of the power table here. It has a single 12 volt plus 12 volt rail of 62 amps, upping to 744 watt. Should more than enough to handle most hardcore gaming needs. And also, if you notice, the very unique white body here. And let me just remove the cable tie here holding the non-modular power supply. It has hardwired 24 pin or 20 plus 4 pin CPU power cable. This cable is about 625 millimeters long, and it is braided, of course. And the other two cables here are two 8-pin cables. These are 4 plus 4 pins, so you can, which is a unique feature. Not many power supplies have two 8-pin powers for the CPU connector, and these are 640 millimeters long. And let me just put aside the main unit here. Actually, let me just show you the modular connectors here, which are unique. These are not the typical connectors found in other power supplies. So just remove a few here, and basically you have one that has 5 connectors and one that has 4 connectors. And the modular cables are provided are the easily manageable lower profile one. You see here, this one is actually an adapter for a Molex to a floppy connector. Of course, not many floppy users these days, but there are still some older fan controllers that use these. So it's good that they've included a Molex adapter for that. You get a Sata cable, and each Sata cable has a total of 850 millimeters in length, and about 150 millimeter distance between each connector. It has that flat cable connection. And the way the connector works here is that it essentially looks like similar to an RJ45 plug on your coaxial cable. So you basically take your power supply, make sure that you, of course, this is the 5-prong one. You align it, connect, and you just lock it with this. Just twist until it locks. This is, of course, much more secure compared to the simple latching cable found in other power supplies. And of course, due to the flat cables, it is much more manageable inside your case. And it's pretty much impossible to mix it up, since the 5-prong one won't fit in the 4-prong port right there. And also have another Molex, this is actually for the Molex connector here. And you get same thing for each cable. You get this 850 millimeters long total and 150 millimeter distance between each connector, and each cable has 4 connectors. So that is 4 Molex. We have 4 Sata so far. So 4 more for Sata. So that's 4, 8, and 12 Sata. And then we have the PCIe Express connectors for your video card. And these are let me just check here, 580 millimeters long. And let me just remove the cable tie so I can show you what it looks like. These use the 4-prong connectors, and this one cable here just has a single 6 plus 2 pin, so it doesn't divert into 2 connectors. So each cable is 6 plus 2 pin for a total of 4 connectors in total. And there we go. Yeah, pretty much every cable here has a single 6 plus 2 pin connector, for a total of 4, all in all. So you can run SLI and Crossfire X. That is pretty much it for this quick overview of the PC Power and Cooling Silencer Mark III 750 watt power supply. It is an 80 plus gold unit carrying a 7-year warranty, and is rated for 750 watt continuous output at 50 degrees Celsius ambient temperature. And it of course has an array of industrial protection. We'll test it out. We'll plug it into our test system, load it as much as we can, close to the 750 watt load, and then see how well it performs. You can read the rest of the review at www.hightechlegion.com, and of course click below for more information. Leave us questions and comments, and this is Ron signing out.